Hello, YouTube friends. I've been watching some guys on YouTube here with mechanics and their tools and whatnot they have, and they make a lot of toolbox tours and tool cart tours. So I thought, well, I might as well make one myself. Now I've been working on cars for quite a while now. I was born with a wrench in my hand, and most not long ago, a couple years ago, I had my toolbox stolen out of my garage. And then I've had to purchase this to put my tools in to get by with until I get a toolbox or do something else. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I've been working out of this now since I've lost my other toolbox. I had a big 52-inch Craftsman for a long time. And now I'm reduced to putting my tools in one of these carts now. But anyways, I've been working on cars for quite a while. I purchase tools when I can get them on sale. I don't buy tool truck tools. I do have some Snap-on, but I'd have very little of them. Only reason I have some Snap-on, I worked in a shop a while back that had to buy some few tools, and I got some Snap-on, and the lady that ran the shop just took the payment right on my check, so I didn't really miss it, which was no big deal. But there was one Ratchet that I desperately wanted, so it wasn't bad anyways. But anyway, I'll get into this. First off, there's my gear wrenches, ratchet wrenches. I've had, I, I've got, I'll tell you what, I've got 3 complete sets of the regular gear ratchet wrenches. The last set I bought was a 20-piece set. The standards from 3/4 down to 1/4, and the metrics are from 6mm up to 18mm. I bought that set on sale. And then while I was up in Canada, I'll tell you a story. I was up in Canada, and while I was up in Canada, I bought a few tools while I was up there. When I go through my tour here, I'll show you the ones that I got up in Canada while I was up there. But these right here, I found on sale. These are made by Gear Wrench, but when they're in Canada at Canadian Tire, they're labeled as Maximum for their tool brand that they have, but they're made by Gear Wrench. I bought this set right here from 19 to 8mm. I think a 10-piece set. I paid $100. They had them on sale Canadian for $105. So American, that would be like $88, I think it was, something like that, for the set of double box-in ratchet wrenches. That's why I picked them up. Now, up here, as you can see, I got standard on this side and metric on this side. Well, on the bottom, how I put my sockets in here, I got metric on this side, standard on this side. And the reason why I did that up here is because first I was going to put these, I had these right here, I was going to put up here. Well, when I was making them, I was putting these screws in. The set was missing the 16. So when I did this gap between here and there, it wouldn't fit up here. So when I had the 16 in my regular size ratchet wrenches, they didn't fit over here. So I ended up having to put my standards over here and the metric over here instead. Kind of screwed me up, but oh well. I'll live with it. I've lived with it for a while now anyways, so I got used to it. But anyways, you can see I've got my Harbor Freight freebie lights. Also, while I was up in Canada, I got these 2 lights right here. These have worked out great. I picked up these. They had these on sale at Canadian Tire for $9.49 a piece. So I bought 2 of them. It was well worth what I paid for them. And I got my measuring tapes right there. I got this magnet tool. I still haven't taken the tag off of it yet. I don't use it too often. Oops, there went one of my things. But anyway, so down here I have not got into the battery operated stuff much. I had a drill for the longest time that was a Craftsman, one of the old 19.2 volt systems, and I still actually have it and used it for quite a while, and that'll be later on in my video here. But I picked up these Bosch. They had this set of Bosch on sale here, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before, 2019 Christmas. And they had these on sale at Menards for $149.99. Regular price was $199. They had them on sale for $149.99 with a $50 mail-in rebate. So I thought, well, hell, that's a hell of a price. Get both of these tools for $99. This one alone right here sells for $99 with battery and charger. Just this tool alone is $99. I got both for $99 with the $50 mail-in rebate. I ended up buying 2 sets of these. So I had both 2 sets and 2 $50 mail-in rebates. You were allowed to get 2, limit 2 with the mail-in rebate. So I bought 2. I had 2 rebates. I ended up, a guy was helping me out, working for me for a while. He needed a cordless drill and stuff. So I said, hey, tell you what, I'll sell you this set. I'll sell you this extra set I got and make payments on it. And I'll sell it to you for what list price is on $200. And we agreed on $200, and I got $200 of the other set. So I basically got these for nothing. This is the Bosch, what they call the Freak. It's okay for light stuff, light screws and stuff like that. It's got a half drive doodad on it. It doesn't break half drive stuff loose, but it's alright. It's got a 1/4 inch adapter in it. It works okay for, light screws and stuff. It's okay for that. And then they had, I wanted to get a half drive impact gun. I didn't know what to buy. I didn't have a whole lot of money to spend on one. And I looked at the Cobalt ones they had them on sale for $199.99. Well, I waited around for a while, I thought, well, yeah, maybe I'll go look at the Cobalt. Well, just so happened to be, Menards had the Craftsman on sale. It was right before Christmas, I think it was. They had it on sale for $149.99. Regular price was $199.99. On sale for $149.99. Plus, they had a 15% bag sale going on. So I picked up this sucker for $130 for tax was what I paid for this, and it has worked. It has worked just fine for everything I need to do. I just do wheels and whatnot, and bell housing bolts, engine stuff. I don't do heavy engine stuff, and this has done about everything I've needed to do. So let me set these down. I'll get back. Okay, to get to my sockets here. Now, if you look at all these, my metrics on this side, standard on this side. 90% of these chrome sockets in here are Boss Stitch. Menards had a sale on Boss Stitch, a 318-piece set of tools for, I think it was a $300 set, and they had it on sale. It's a common theme for me, for $149.99. I get everything that I've gotten for $149.99, it seems like. But anyways, they had the Boss Stitch set on sale for that. I think it had like a $25 mail-in rebate, maybe. I think that's what it was. So basically, for $125, I got a 318-piece set of Boss Stitch. Now, I tell you what, these sockets have worked out great. I'm telling you what. This row here, these are Boss Stitch. That's my half drive deeps. Half drive shallow. Boss Stitch right here. Now, this is an extra one that I bought a long time ago these were for 2.3 Ford heads, a 13mm 12 point, so I've had that for a while. Okay, now let's get back. These are metric, deep, half drive. Metric, shallow, half drive. Then we got spline drives, 12-point spline drives. 3/8, deep and shallow. 6-point, deep, metric, shallow, metric. I think it goes from 6 to 22, 6 to 24, and 3/8. Now, in the front here is where I got my quarter drive. Got quarter drive, deep and shallow, down here. And then in front here, I've got, what's that, the Robertson's bits. Got the Robertson bits and metric Allens right there in front. Now in the very back is where I got my deep impacts. And these are, what you know, Pittsburghs. I have used these for several years, and you can see I've beat the crap out of them. They do the job. They work just fine. I haven't had any issues out of them. You can see the wear on them. I've used them. I've abused them. And they have been just fine for what I mean, you can't beat them. For the price you pay for them, there's a 17 that I've beat the crap out of before. I've beat the hammer. I've beat that thing on with a hammer before on some things. Here's a 14, 13. I've used and abused that one, and I haven't had a bit of issues out of them. So if anybody says don't buy Pittsburgh, I say otherwise. If you don't have the money to buy the good stuff, Pittsburgh's just fine. Some of these back in here, these are all metric. All metrics on this side. These are metric deep shallows. Or deep shallows. What am I talking about? Deep swivels. And they are true crafts. I'll put these suckers up against anything. I've used and abused these suckers too. Them are true crafts. Some of these other sockets back here, stuff that I've collected. There's a few extras. Here's a Craftsman 15. Them are extras. Now these back here, these three right here, I found these. I got a 13, 14, and 15 3/8 impact Cornwells. Let me see here. Where's the... Oh, it's up here. That's where it's at. Duh. Cornwell. Now you can see these have been used, but I found these in a truck. Along with, I found these two right here too. These are standard half drive snap-ons. 5/8 and 5/8 and, or no, it's 9/16 and half, I think. Or 5/8 and 9/16. Yep, 5/8, 9/16. Half drive swivels. And then my other swivels back here, these are standards. They're true crafts too. Deep. Standard. I bought them. Now I'll tell you a story on these. If anybody remembers, there was these tool truck sales that goes around Homeyer and Cummins. I bought these off them trucks. When I go through my box here, I'll let you know which ones I bought through them tool truck sales. But that's one of the sets I bought right there. I bought this set here through them. And then back here in this corner, that's where I've got my, guess what? Now if it'll focus here. Yes. Gotta love these. Gotta love this stuff when they won't focus. But anyways, it won't focus. It's snap-on. Them are snap-on. Them are from my first snap-on tools I bought. So you can see I got a few tire tire pressure gauges here. I got a knife back here. This is old Craftsman. I bought this a long time ago. Old Craftsman razor blade knife. Keep that handy. Tire inflators, blowgun. I even this is a special tool here. That's what I used to put in spark plugs with. Dad always had one that had one of the marker crayons on it. Is what he used. I got a dowel rod and stuck on mine because some of them deep plugs you got to get into, you can't get to them with a little crayon on the end of it. So I put a dowel rod in mine, and I tell you what, that works fine taking stuff out. Now, if any mechanics know, right there's a paint stir stick. If any mechanics know, doing a Ford 2-liter dual overhead cam motor, you use a stir stick to keep the cams in time. That's what that's for. Yeah, I got a lighter here. Now here's another Cummins deal. Here's a Cummins ball peen hammer. I've got a full set of these, but I only have one here right now. Now again, here's my boss stitch. Oh, I'm getting these knocked over here. I'm making a mess on my box. But here's my boss stitch here too. Deep, half drive, shallow, half drive, spline drive, deep and shallow, 3/8, 3/8 deep, 3/8 shallow. Here's some extra bits that I've come across that I've had. Right here's my quarter drive, deeps and shallows. And then I got my Torx bits. These are boss stitch and Allen's. And then Phillips and straight sluts. These are Phillips. All Phillips bits. All boss stitch. They were boss stitch. Now, this set here, I got off the tool truck. These, I'm missing one, but these are Huskies. So somehow I got these off that tool truck sale stuff. That tools truck, they have name brand stuff and a bunch of other stuff they get, and they just sell. I think it might be from overstock stuff they might have gotten hold of and sold. But anyways, I picked them up through them. And then I've got some other odds and ends here. I think these two is a crescent set of spark plug sockets. And then I got this is a boss stitch. And this one I had to modify a little bit. I took an old one that I had and modified it so I can get down deeper in another hole that I had to take a spark plug out of. There's that. Got my tire gauge back here. I bought this at Sears a long time ago, and it works fine. It's got a little bit of a leak in here, but it still works. Works fine. I've had it for a long time. Now my screwdrivers. Here's one of the very first screwdriver sets I had, and that's what I got. My old Craftsman's. Here's an old set of Craftsman's. I've had them for quite a long time. Now I got them are here. I also have the rest of them are down here. From here, got Craftsman there. These are big Phillips. All these are Craftsman. And then there's where I put my plastic pip poppers, thingamabobs there. I got a full set of a couple of them. And then here, I bought these a while back. These are channel locks. As you can see, I have beat the ever-living crap out of these. I don't give no guff to some of my tools that I have. I beat the ever-living crap out of some of them. Sometimes, as you can see, I beat the crap. I have this one. This one's got the tip kind of scarred up on it, if you can see it. So now here on this side is these right here. I got a full set of these. These are Canadian Tire Maximum. These have been excellent screwdrivers. Very, very good. Now I'll tell you a story how I got them. and the price that I paid for them. Canadian Tire has good sales on tools every once in a while. And when I went there, they had a special deal going on. They had these ratchet wrenches on sale for $110. Okay? Now they had a special deal going on to where if you spent $200, you got a $50 gift card for Canadian Tire. So what I ended up doing, I'll show you another set of tools that I got with the deal. But I went and spent $200. I bought these tools. I bought another set of tools I'll show you later. And I bought a trash can for my girlfriend that lived up there in Canada to get my $200. Okay. Got my $200 spent. Got my $50 gift card. And ended up getting this set of screwdrivers and a set of windshield wipers for my girlfriend. And that's how I got. So I spent $200 and got this, and I got another set of tools I'll show you later that I got. And then back in here, I've got, there's my Bosch chargers right there. I didn't have a place to put it. I was going to hang it up. I'll show you where I did. But I got a small Phillips back in here, and I've got Torx. I got 3 Torx screwdrivers back in here. I don't use them too often, so that's why they're back in here hiding. I don't use them too often. But when I need them, I got them. But anyways, this thing don't have a way to get, I can't hang it up anywhere. But I'll show you where I put my Craftsman. My Craftsman is up here, hung up here, so I can get to it easy. Here's a headlight that I have, that I bought at Menards. I have an extra drop light here. And if you see, I got all kinds of power running right here. And chargers I need. Here's what I did on the side of my toolbox. I got these at, while I was up in Canada too, at Canadian Tire. They had these on sale for $10. So I got 2 of them. And I put one on the side of my toolbox, and it's worked out awesome. Love them. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I gotta show you. I got some pinch bars. I got some ladies' feet. And you can see, here's another Mastercraft pry bar that I got while I was up there. And you can see, I have beat the ever-living crap out of these. I don't show no guff to my tools. These were from Cummins. That was a Cummins. And this was a Cummins. These green handle ones were Cummins. I've got an old heavy-duty screwdriver here. I don't remember where I found it at. I got one of them. I got them in here. I got a lady's foot right here too. I got 3 of them in here. This one here. There's one back in here. That's on the side. You can see I stuffed this sucker. But you can see how I did my tools. I put a piece of plywood down in here, and I screwed these racks on them, and I utilized as much space as I could. Oh, I forgot these. I got some E-Torques that I've had. These are Lyle's that I've had for a long time. Missing one. And I got some adapters back here. And then, gotta put this back up. This flashlight here, I found this in a vehicle that I bought. And it works great. I just recently, this last year, I picked this up. Oh, I got a battery brush back in here too. I just recently picked this up. This is a Lennox. Whoop. This is a Lennox ratcheting screwdriver, mini screwdriver. I haven't used it yet, but I will here soon. So you can see the top of my toolbox. Here's an extra screw. Now this, right here, I picked this up at that Cummins tool truck sales. This is a set of Baco standard deeps and shallows. Not a whole lot of them, but I just set it in here. I hardly use them because I got my Boss stitch, so I hardly ever use these. But they're in my toolbox. I put them in there. You can see I threw screws and stuff like that in here. So that's the top of my toolbox. Now, next drawer down, first small drawer, is my wrench drawer. These are all my Craftsman I have. there's a mix of standard and metric in here. I don't have them all in here that I have, but put most of the general size I use. I got an inch. There's a 1 inch, 1 inch here. I think it's an inch. Yep, inch. There's a 21 millimeter in here. So that's my Craftsman's all mixed. I found these two wrenches. So one's a Husky and one's a Snap-on. There's a 10 millimeter Snap-on. So if anybody lost a 10 millimeter Snap-on, I've got it. I find everybody else's tools. I got gear wrench stubbies right here. And then this tool right here is for my 4.5 inch grinder. There's my other two. That's my 6 millimeter and an extra 8 millimeter here. I've got a battery terminal tool for GMs. Is that for old Craftsman? And then my line wrenches. I bought these. Well, I got one back here in the back. It's a double line and combination open end. Right there, Snap-on. I found that. And the rest of these are metric. I bought these at Craftsman. These are metric Craftsman Professionals. These I tell you what, they are good wrenches. I think I got them from, I think the biggest is 17. I think the biggest one is 17. 18 down to 8 millimeter, I do believe it is. 9. This one right here, I'll tell you a story on it. I was over at a buddy's house working on a diesel truck that he had me working on. We was changing a 7.3 or a 6-liter diesel F350 over to a 7.3. And I was rolling around underneath of it, taking all the wiring out of it. Well, this just so happened to be hanging off the rear brake line. Back there, all rusted out. And I looked at it, what the heck is that? Here was a freaking line wrench. Heck, I brought it home, cleaned it up, and threw it in my toolbox. Hell with it. I'll use it. I didn't have any standards line wrenches, so I put it in there. I've got metric if I need them. So there's my regular wrenches in there. This side is my Mismatched drawer. I got everything in there. I got my fuel line tools. I had to do a spark plug in a vehicle this last winter. I didn't have I broke it off in the cylinder head, and so I needed to go get a big easy out to get that out. So I got that in here. I've got feeler gauges down in here. More stuff. I got the Ford radio tools in here. Them suckers. I got some bleeders. If you want some grease, needle bleeders. I got 2 of them down in here that I use every once in a great while to grease some ball joints that don't have the grease zerks on them. Got the markers in here, and then my Boss Stitch Allen head keys. This was in the Boss Stitch set right here. All these were in that Boss Stitch set, and then got the quarter drive adapter here. Got an extra 10 millimeter socket in here. Just a bunch of mismatched stuff in here. Picks. Test light. Extra screws. Bolts. Light bulbs. Now, this tool right here, if anybody, all my mechanics know what this tool's for, let me know in the comments what it is. These haven't been used in years, but I still have vehicles that need this tool here. So you guys that know your tools, put in the comments what you think that is. This is one other Snap-on thingy-mabob I had to get. These, I didn't have a E4 in this set, so I had to flag down a Snap-on guy to get an E4 Torx bit. I think that cost me like $15 just for that stupid thing. To get that. Got a razor blade scraper in here. That's my mismatched drawer. Next drawer down is all my extensions and ratchets. Looky there. I've had this for a few years. I got a Craftsman half drive torque wrench. Here's my serpentine belt tool. I bought that. I got that in a kit with Craftsman, my Craftsman kit. I got that. And then I got breaker bars down in here. I bought one of these, and the other two I found. One's a gear wrench, and this one's a Napa. Here's a Napa, made in USA Napa one right there. That's that one. And then I got extensions. Some of these extensions I bought at that tool truck 2 sale. They're no name tools. I use them. I don't use them a whole lot, but they're handy to use every once in a while in a pinch. Now I set these up. I got half drive, all my half drives right here. 3/8 are looks like from here to here, my 3/8, and my quarter drive stuff's down here. As you can see, I got a pair of scissors in here. So down here are I got a half drive wobble in here. I got a regular half drive, 6-inch, 12-inch. There's 6 inches. These are 12 inches. One of these is my boss stitch. There's the boss stitch. This is the boss stitch one I got with the boss stitch set. And this is an impact I got picked up. That was a Cummins. You can see I've tore that one up. I've used that one a lot over the years. I've used this one a lot over the years too, and I've beat the crap out of it. I use that as my beater bar. When I need to beat on something, I use that to beat on. Now, right here, this is the boss stitch half drive ratchet that I got with the boss stitch set. I do believe it's 92 tooth, I think, or 72. 72 tooth. I think there's 72 tooth. Do believe. That was with the boss stitch set. Now, if you can tell which one I wanted to get, right there, my snap-on. That's the main wrench I always wanted. This was the one I had to have because my dad's got this one. It's the only company that made one this length was Snap-on, and that's one made sure I got my Snap-on half drive ratchet. Right here's a Snap-on. I bought that as a set that I got right there.